Hello again everybody and welcome back. So projectors are getting more and more popular, but they can also be very expensive. So I've decided I'm going to buy a few budget projectors to see what they're like. This one I got from Amazon for just under £50 and we're going to test it out now, right? So that being said, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and let's crack on. Right, so this projector, it's a Clocowi or Clocowi, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, off Amazon, and I think I ended up getting it for just over £48. Let's take a quick look at what we get inside the box. So we've got a few bits here. We've got a stand, which could be very useful for some people. We've got some cleaning stuff, a user manual, a HDMI cable, the plug, and then we've got a remote as well. It is a basic remote, but it does do the job. And then we get the projector itself, which is smaller than I expected, and it is very light. Now we've got a lens cap on there to stop build-up of dust and that. We've got some buttons on the top. On the left side of the projector, looking at it from the front, we've got the power. On the other side, we've just got a bit of ventilation. And then on the back, we've got a USB port, a HDMI, a headphone jack, and an IR sensor. And then you can see if you want to use the stand, you can just screw that into the bottom of the projector, and that's it. Now we're going to turn the projector on, but what I will say is it's projected about a 72-inch screen size. I'm about 2 meters away from the wall, and I am projecting onto a normal wall here as well that's not even pure white. I'm not using a projector screen or anything like that. So when turning it on, we get their logo and then it boots up. And I'm going to be using an Amazon Fire Stick for this. And a good thing as well is the Amazon Fire Stick can power off the USB port on the back of it. So this is the home screen of the projector. And what we see a lot now is a lot of projectors have like an Android box built in where you can download and install apps directly to it. Whereas this doesn't. You will have to use something like an Amazon Fire Stick or a streaming device or even a USB. Something I'm not a massive fan of is when you're focusing it, you do have to use the buttons. A lot of projectors you get like a slider on the top here, but with this one you don't, and it can be a bit fiddly. Granted, I've managed to focus it every time, but I do prefer having that slider. Now we also see some different options on the home screen, and what we can see inside picture, underneath image mode, contrast and brightness and stuff is greyed out. But if you change the image mode to user, you can see then you can adjust it. But when I did this, the picture started to look a bit weird, so I ended up changing it back. You've also got a couple of options inside Keystone. It has got auto keystone, meaning if you do move the projector a little bit, it will try and auto correct so it looks like it's in normal perspective. But all in all, it's just basic. It is easy to use. Now, when playing back video on the projector, it was what I expected for a projector at this price point. Sometimes I turn on projectors and think, wow, that's mint. But I were neither overwhelmed or underwhelmed with this. It just worked as it should. Now, although some of the pictures do look good inside this video, what I will say is I've had to adjust some of the video clips just to make them more enhanced and brighter so you can see them better. It's not the brightest projector in the world, and the room does have to be really dark to be able to get a decent picture. If there's any kind of light coming in, I did find that it did fade quite a lot. I put it on the wall here. Yes, I have to sort the wire out, but I've got one of the curtains open on the double doors here, and as you can see, the picture does go really faded. But like I say, you've got to bear in mind it is a budget projector. I got it for under £50. It's not going to be the brightest or best in the world. And yes, if I was in a really dark room, I think I would be able to watch something on it. Now, although with a lot of these projectors, they do advertise them saying 4K support or 4K in a box, saying that it makes you think that it's a 4K projector, but it's not. And if I go onto YouTube here, you can see the Fire Stick's max output is 1080p. But it wouldn't surprise me if the actual resolution was lower. Now we're going to take a quick look at how the speaker sounds inside the projector. What I will say is it's a really small projector. You're not going to expect to get really deep basses from it to be really loud. It's not very good, I'll be honest, but on 100 I could probably watch it.
Legendary.
Now, I don't know if you could tell from that video clip there, but the volume was turned up to 100 and it wasn't deafening me. It's not a very loud speaker, it's not very bassy and stuff, but it is usable. The fan noise on the projector as well, I'll just show you a quick clip here. Obviously, if I'm putting a microphone really close to it like that, it's going to sound really loud. It is quite loud still, but when I started watching content on it, it didn't really bother me. And then this is me just trying to give you an idea of how big that screen is. Now, I do like making videos testing new things and stuff, and with this one, there's a few pros to it because the price is one of them. For under £50. Like I say, you can end up spending loads on a projector. It's also small and light. It is easy to set up, and I do kind of like that you have to plug in your own streaming device, because a lot of these projectors with Android built in do tend to be pretty slow, and a lot don't even support official apps. Now granted, I wasn't using a projector screen, but to get any kind of decent image out of it, the room has to be really dark, and with summer coming up, a lot of people like to use projectors on a back garden, but with any kind of light, the picture really does fade, and it's what? And it's pretty much unwatchable. I do wish it had a focus slider on the top, but that might just be me being picky. And also the speaker, not the best in the world. Usable, but for under £50, it's kind of what you expect. I just wanted to give you my honest opinion on that. Let me know if you own a projector, especially a budget one, and what do you think of it. But if you have got your heart set on getting a projector like this, just do bear those things in mind. It may do the trick for some people, but for some, they may be disappointed. And yeah, we're going to buy plenty more, and we're going to test them. Right, so that's it for this one. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you soon. Ta-da!